Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We are Spotlight Over the City. Our producer's tripping. But shout out to Big. He put us on the put us on the spot. The first day back, y'all. Look, we didn't even get a chance to intro the show. This is Spotlight Over the City, y'all. I'm your host, Stan Long.
Back in the day, man, when you hear the music go down, you hear it.
Oh man. Hey, work with us, y'all. Pray for us. Pray for the producer too, y'all. Look, I'm your host, Stan Long, and this is my lovely co-host, the super duper Robin Bryant.
Hey, what's
going on, Robin? I know. Don't blame us,
but
y'all.
y'all know how we do. This how we have
This
fun.
is what happens, y'all. We back. Thank God for that. We are so happy to be back, y'all. Good to have y'all aboard. Please get in the chat room. Let us know what's going on. Tell us your name. Tell us what you got on your mind. We have a great show for you today. So, Robin, what you been up to? Because I haven't seen you for a minute. What you been doing?
Oh, boy, and we've been gone for so long. We got to let them know all the stuff we've
Oh,
been
man,
doing.
so much stuff. Shout out to everybody in the DMV, first of all. And shout out to our super host, co-host, Miss I Got This, Lyric Hawkins up in the DMV. She will be bringing the DMV segment of Spotlight Over the City to you guys shortly. We're working on that. She kind of disappeared from us this week. She was supposed to be here at the studio, but she's out getting her little footage together and whatnot. So shout out to Lyric once again. Good to have her aboard.
Yep.
What you got?
So, pretty much I just been working on me and working on my business, pretty much my travel business. Because I know everybody's like, well, which business? But my travel business. So everything pretty much that I'm doing now is more so geared towards that. I own NabourWorldTravel.com, that is. You can check me out there.
Good plug. I like how you just snuck that in there.
That's right. And then I also work for one of the wholesalers, so I can get the really good deals. And then I am with Delta too. So everything that I'm doing is travel related.
Stop the presses. You work for Delta, and I haven't got a buddy or a pass?
Just very, very limited hours per week. Just to keep my foot in the door.
You see how she do it?
I got to travel. I got to get places.
Well, hey, don't you think I need to get... Do you think I need to get to some places?
Yeah, so you need to come on and get aboard. I keep you posted on that. I'll keep you posted on you.
Okay, yeah,
we can work on that.
And do something.
You
What
do
I need
that?
to do? Clean
You
the
sure?
plane, do something.
Because I don't know. You know how bougie you be sometimes.
Well, I'm a little uppity, a little bit. Not really bougie, though, but,
Little uppity?
Well,
You said
uppity.
That's
and
what I was
bougie?
about to ask you. What's the difference?
I don't think I'm neither one. This is what you said, but because I wash the plane and put some Armor All on the tires and this and that, if they're gonna let me fly around for free,
you fly to go wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
and then we can go to Dubai. We was just talking about that.
Shout out to Dubai, my homeboy Rashid over there in Dubai. Peace to that Middle East. I'm not gonna get into that political arena, but I just think even a human being should want peace for other human beings, no matter what the situation is. So I'll just say shout out to peace. Give peace to the Middle East.
So what you been doing?
Man.
What haven't you been doing?
I got a whole bunch of projects you guys going on, but I'll get to that at the end of the show because I want to go ahead and talk about
the end of the show.
Yeah, okay, well I'll tell them now. The DMV life, go get us. That's the reality show. We're gonna sneak up and give y'all that. Kind of been keeping it quiet, but don't ever think that it's not happening because that's what we're working on now. My Damaged Goods Is It Me documentary. Hopefully I'll have some footage of that today, so I can show you guys the documentary. Damaged Goods Is It Me? It's a very powerful documentary that I'm working on about people that have, damaged pasts, like all of us. Everybody has something.
In relationship.
Just in life.
Life, okay.
I mean, how it affects relationships is where I'm going. But just the general principle of having things go, awry in your younger stages is where it's, gravitating from. So, Damaged Goods Is It Me?
Which is from his book.
It's from the book. So, I'm working on a book/documentary. The DMV life is also my main, project that I've been working on. But I want you guys to look forward to this DMV segment of Spotlight Over the City because it's going to be really hot. We have a lot of things. All of us are from D.C., including Lyric. So we're going to bring that because it's a whole lot going on up there that I realize the city is new.
Yes,
when the last time you been home, as a matter of fact?
Excuse me,
sweating these lights.
Yeah, I'm going to need to get you a handkerchief. I need to get you a handkerchief.
We on fire up in the camp.
But I was there for 4th of July weekend, actually, and it is, like, brand new.
It's brand new.
Every time I go, it's something new.
Did you go to the harbor?
I didn't go to the harbor this time. I went the last time I was there, but, yeah.
Thanks,
everything.
Al. They had a big thing going on down there when I was in the city. Excuse me, you guys. They had a big thing going on when I was up there. They put a big Megatron TV screen down in the middle of the harbor. and they was having a soccer game, and they had all this stuff going on, and it was like tons and tons of people down there. So shout out to that. And the MGM Grand, we know it'll be there 2016.
I was going to say, is that there? Because I don't remember that.
No, they haven't broke ground, but they have a place there where
down by the harbor.
It's right by the harbor. You know where the outlets are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's right off from the outlets.
Okay.
It's gonna be like walking distance. You can walk right across from the street and do that.
Okay.
And so that's something that I'm looking forward to as well. And we also are covering a lot of things here in Atlanta. So look out for us, you guys. We're gonna be at all the little spots and all the little hot spots in Atlanta. We just covered Atlanta Live, and we're going to show some footage from that. We have a clip for the big homie Ian Vaughn. Look out for him. This guy's extremely talented. Robin did a great interview on this guy, so we're going to show you that during this segment of the show.
Yep.
Trending topics.
Trending topics.
Man, trending topics. Well, let's talk about this Ebola situation.
That's what I want to talk about.
This Ebola situation got me a little puzzled. We was talking about this before the show, you guys, and what do you guys think? Do you think that they should have brought this situation to Atlanta? Shout out to everybody in
the chat room.
In the chat room too. We're gonna get to you guys in a few minutes. But they brought them to Atlanta, and my prayers go out to them first of all, because I know that's and their families, because that's a difficult situation. That's something that we haven't experienced in the United States. So not that I'm familiar.
I don't know if we haven't never experienced it, but
we have.
I don't know.
You know somebody with it?
I don't know. You talking about Ebola? Okay, I'm talking about a situation where they had to come here and get treated.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that has happened.
Yeah,
we
that's
have
what I'm
CDC
saying.
here,
Right.
but Ebola though, that's
no,
like heavy.
that's the first time I ever heard of that.
Yeah, so now like somebody was talking to me about it on the way here, and I said, I'm not going front. If I was the driver of the ambulance, now no disrespect to the situation, but I would have on a spacesuit.
I think they had on suits.
The driver?
I don't know the driver did, but I saw people with suits on. I don't know where they were.
I'm saying I'm the driver that's not even getting out though. I'm not getting out the ambulance. I'm saying I still have on a spacesuit, but I'm gonna stay in the ambulance, and you have to go and get the gurney and take them into.
Who have to go?
You know, me and you in the ambulance. you gonna be the one going. It won't be staying long. I can promise you that. But like I said, my prayers go out to the family. I'm making light of the situation, but actually it's a real crazy situation. Shout out to Shelly in the chat room.
Yeah, she says she's curious about the African summit.
The African summit.
Something's in the way.
This week. Going on something about the Ebola situation.
Going on in D.C. this week with the Ebola situation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not real familiar with what's going on. What does D.C.?
I don't know what they're doing with the Africans. I know the African summit was coming down, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what they're doing with that. But I find it quite strange. I mean, I don't know. I guess they brought them here because the CDC is here.
You think that's what it was? Well, I guess so then.
I mean, they're at Emory, but technically the CDC is here, and as Al said earlier, they're all in cahoots together, so that would be the reason why they're at Emory. Why they were in a Grady ambulance, I don't know, but...
Well, I guess, like you said, it's in cahoots, so to speak, so I guess that's the situation that's going... You got any more trending topics? What you got for me?
But wait a minute, I'm still trying to figure out... Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, do you know how it spread? I think I read something about it spread from, I guess, bodily fluids.
Bodily fluids. I'm not really sure, but I heard it's highly, highly contagious.
And I think so far, I think I saw in the news earlier when I left, it was like 895 people have died so far.
895? You mean the people who have contracted it?
In Africa.
In Africa.
Yeah. So I think that's the last number that I saw.
90% mortality.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
So I'm just hoping and praying to God that it does not spread here. I believe they were over in Africa doing like missions or helping them with it or something, and that's how they contracted it.
That's what I heard. I heard they did, exactly.
I don't know if sweat gets it, if it's blood, if it's what kind of spit. I mean, I don't know.
Me either. I'm not really trying to, I'm gonna just go ahead and don't even. Yeah, but that's a dangerous situation because guess what? If that outbreak became a real outbreak in the United States, what could they actually do to contain it? Like, what could you do?
Well,
we're not really equipped for that, I don't think.
I think the CDC might be, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We need to get abreast on that.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, really, because what if?
Yeah, that could be a dangerous situation.
That is going to be crazy.
That could be a very dangerous. They would have to shut down a lot of things to contain that situation, even in one city.
Yeah.
They would have to do it. So, I mean, Atlanta, I guess like I said, we equipped for that. You know, shout out
Guess
to
we would
everybody
have
in
to move
ATL.
back to DC quick.
ASAP.
But, you know, people come and go everywhere. So, I mean, like, I go out of town a lot. I'm out of the country a lot. I guess if I had caught somewhere, then I'm here. One day I'm in D.C., another day I'm in, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I guess that wouldn't control anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It could, like I said, it could get out of hand. But, you know, I'm going to just say my prayers go out to them. I don't want to get too much into it because, hey, that's a tough situation. But anyway, we're going to go ahead on to this interview. And then we're going to talk a little about Atlanta Live. So we're going to get into the Ian Vaughn interview with Mr.
Hey, this is Robin.
And we'll be right back.
Hey, this is Robin Spotlight over the city. You see me coming back. We are back, actually. And this is one of our first interviews as we're back. This is Ian Vaughn. What's going on, Ian?
What's going on, Robin? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Where are you from, Ian? Everybody wants to know.
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Represent, born and raised by way of Orlando, Florida. So currently I live in Florida, but I'm from Baton Rouge.
What part of Florida?
Orlando.
Oh, okay. Well, give us a little bit of background about you.
I'm a singer-songwriter, producer. Been in the business for a very long time, about 15 years actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I've kind of been under the radar as a producer and a writer, as well as singing a couple bands throughout the years. So just in the last, let's say 5 or 6 years, I've been really focused on my solo career. I put out an album some years back, and now I'm up with my new album, Love Songs, Beats and Guitars.
All right. So I know I'm a little bit familiar with I Will Always Love You. Is that what's in rotation now?
That one has been in rotation probably for a little over a year now, overseas and in the States as a classic R&B song. But I'm an R&B pop soul artist, so my new single is called New Music. It's a pop international dance record that's really getting a lot of love right now. We just got back from BET Week last week in LA, and we did a West Coast tour. So we got San Francisco, Las Vegas, LA, Fresno. I mean, all these markets up the West Coast, like about 10 markets up the West Coast that starting to spin the songs. There's a brand new single that we're dropping, video coming real soon.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to hearing you. You're about to come on, tell us what's next, because they're about to bring you on the stage.
No doubt. Listen, it's your boy Ian Vaughn. I do this, all right? Look, you can check me out at www.ianvaughn.com. Follow me on Instagram, IAN_Vaughn, or on my Facebook, that's Ian Vaughn Music. I'm getting ready to blaze the stage at ATL Live in the Park. Shout out to Shanti Dawes for bringing me out. It's gonna be nothing but love. I can't wait to blaze the stage.
Thanks, Ian.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Ian Vaughn, and he was excellent. He surprised me. Did he surprise you?
He was, but let's tell them about the event. The
Oh,
event
my
is
goodness.
what it is.
Atlanta Live. Let's
Atlanta
talk
Live
about
is
it.
at
Tell them about
Piedmont
it.
here in Atlanta, and they spotlight people who aren't out yet, and then other people who we definitely know, like R. Kelly has jumped on the stage.
Music Soul Child has
Music
jumped
Soul
on the
Child.
stage.
Anybody. Usher has been there before. I mean, so many people, and they do it once a month for like 8 months straight. They don't do the winter months because it's outside at Park Tavern, and there are tents. So I guess it's the cold months won't do it for us, but it is the bomb event. And actually, it's here tomorrow night at Park Tavern. And it's called
Atlanta Live. Atlanta Live. And who was there? Was it not Bobby? Was it Bobby Valentino?
Yep, Bobby
Valentino was there last month. He wasn't even a feature. Actually, the feature was Eric Roberson. We have an interview coming up next week with him. She also did an interview with Eric Roberson. Shout out to him. He's a super cool dude too. Been putting in a lot of work too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I saw something about his album release, so we're gonna have to get there.
Cause he said he did like 10 albums or something. I didn't know he had been out quite so long. I knew he was a household name, but I just didn't know how much he had put out. So he did a great job. But Melanie. I'm sorry that I don't know her last name, and I have to apologize to Melanie. But when I tell you, we got her interview as well, and that will be coming up next week.
She's in a play right now, though. The play is coming out like right now. Because a guy from my church is in it too, and somebody, a big name, somebody. We're going to have to get that. She's in the play.
Now, is it in Atlanta?
It's coming to Atlanta like next week, I think.
We got to get to that. We're going to be at the play. We're going to bring that play to you. We covering everything, you guys, from the DMV straight to the ATL. But this young lady got a standing ovation that was out of this world. I mean,
I'm there all the time. That don't usually happen.
She hit the Whitney Houston, you guys. She hit. I mean, she sung some songs that you have to be able to sing.
Yeah,
not just sing.
sang.
You got to sing that
With an
song,
A.
and she cranked it too, though. I mean,
She
like
did.
Soldier Boy. So when I say she the one, look out for Melanie, and we're gonna have her name together next week, y'all. But it was so many people there. That wasn't expected. They kind of threw us off a little
But
bit.
shouts out to Shanti Dawes
Shanti Dawes
and Marlon.
And Marlon.
They are the ones who put the event on.
And she also has an interview with
With
Shanti
Shanti.
Dawes. And this young lady is responsible for names like
Oh my God, TLC, Usher. She was with LaFace back in the day.
when they
So
was
all
LaFace,
of them-
LaFace.
Right.
So she was the face
Yes.
of LaFace.
And she's very responsible for those first acts
And
that
so
came out.
she and the what's the other gentleman? Marlon. Shout out to those two. Those are the guy. Those are the people who are putting Atlanta Live together. They're responsible for those acts showing up. And when I say you'll have a great time at Atlanta Live, it's grown and sexy.
I was about to say, yeah.
You know, all the little boys, little girls, y'all, that's not for y'all. This is a grown and sexy party. They doing the big out there. And shout out to the homeboy Raynard and Black and all the people who put together Tricky Entertainment's once a year event. I covered that with Lyric. And when I tell you we had a ball, people have been calling me for a few years saying, you need to come up here to this stadium party. And so it was at the National Stadium, as usual. Every bit of 4,000 to 5,000 people showed up for
Oh,
this
my
party.
goodness.
The whole city was there. They had 4 to 5 stages with all these different acts. And it was amazing. I had Belladonna. Shout out to Belladonna. They had the young boy, what's the young guy? I think he's from D.C. You're my diamond girl. Something. No.
I don't know if you're singing it right. I don't know if I like
I
that.
might not be saying it right, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, shout out to him. I'm going to get his name together before the end of the show because he cranked that thing. And the young lady who played the violin, I'm so mad I don't remember her name because I didn't even know she was going to be there. But this young lady played almost every song you ever known on
She
the
from DC?
radio. I don't know. I don't think she is. It's the Green Project is the name of her group. And shout out to Lorenzo, too. The homie Lorenzo was playing the keyboards for her, and I didn't even know he was in the band. But when I say I had a ball, the whole city comes out. You know the people like, old people like us
Right,
that
that
don't
we
really
used
come
to-
out no more. We come out for that.
Right.
And so Raynard and them did a great job on that. They gave us an interview. Shout out to Joe Claire. Joe Claire gave us a good
All right,
interview.
you know, I went to
Yeah,
high
that's
school
it.
and college with him.
I told him
Yeah.
about my co-host Rob,
All
and y'all was at
all
Morgan.
all
Shout out to
Yeah,
Morgan.
State, that's right.
Yeah, so that was a great event, and we also covered shout out to who else we covered up there. We covered so many people. I tell you what, we're gonna keep it under wraps a little bit because we're gonna be bringing you the live footage. Lyric, we're gonna let Lyric introduce all of that. Next week, all three of us will be in the studio. We'll introduce the host Lyric Hawkins to the DMV right here in the studio next week. So we're gonna have a great show. We're not gonna have a guest until the following show, and then we're gonna bring you guys some super duper guests. We're gonna have guests from
Got some big ones this
singers,
year.
producers, actors, whoever, and also some people who are trying to come up because we want to make sure that we can give people a fair shot. Shout out to Lyric is in the chat room. What's going on, Lyric? Ryan Leslie. Thank you, Lyric. Ryan Leslie. That's who did his thing at the. I don't know if he's from DC. I'm hearing that he is from DC. Lyric, maybe you can help us out with that. I don't know if he is, but that young man is talented. He reminds me kind of like a Drake type of feel because he could sing, but then he also rapped,
Oh, okay.
and he did it with a good flow.
Guess who's
Yes, he is from DMV. Shout out to him.
Guess whose birthday it is today?
Who?
We just the lead singer for the SOS band turned 70 years old today.
Oh man, what's his name?
You know Mary Davis, the lead singer.
Mary
You
Da-
can do it, take your time.
Okay.
70
Well, our
years
producer just told us something.
Our producer bad to y'all. Let me just tell you about Big Al. Al is he is like the super duper producer, but this is like a little sidebar for him because he's also the person who handles all the sound for SOS Band for the last 20 some years or
old.
something.
12 years.
Okay, well, it seemed like 20 something. He said 12, but anyway, I'm gonna say 20. In my mind, it was 20. So he handles that. And he's on the road. He comes right off the road. He puts the shows together. He brings us good clarity, as you can see. You can see us, nice and clear. We crisp. He does a great job. He upload everything. So shout out to him for working so hard to bring us this show. And this year we plan to bring y'all some shows that is a lot bigger. Shalonda, shout out to Shalonda in there. Hey, Shalonda.
We see you.
Bo, what's going on, Big Bo? We got
Shelly
Bo,
in
got
there.
Shelly. What did they say about the Bo? We said, the experiment.
Oh yeah, he was saying that the Ebola thing is an experiment.
We kind of touched on that, y'all. We don't want to,
We don't really gotta go
go
back
too
to that,
far. But I'm just
we did see
saying,
that
I
word
might agree
experiment.
with you on that experiment situation, and I know just what you mean. Wink, wink, on the experiment thing, because you know how the government do.
Lyric
sometimes.
said you were singing a song, right, Mr. Lone?
You're my diamond girl. I think you're the one some live for. You know the song too. You trying to front. You want me to keep singing, don't you?
No. No, sir.
Yeah, the boy tight with it. But anyway.
She said, but don't do it again.
Okay.
I'm with Larry.
But anyway, you know you can always have a hater. If it's 3 people, one of them gonna hate. It don't even make no difference. So shout out to the hater in the chat room, Lyric. Where's my homeboy Big Jeff? Shout out to Big Jeff for always being down. The whole first year he was in there doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every show Jeff showed up. I
He
guess
did.
he might have to take him an early one.
Did
He
you
get a little
tell
older.
You told her?
Well, Facebook, this and that, you know, we
Okay.
all over the place. The whole world know about Spotlight over the city.
All right.
He just busy today. He'll be back though next Monday. So shout out to him. Everybody in the DMV, you know I love
Now,
the
I
city.
don't want y'all to be scared to get in the chat room, because when I sent out my text today to my
They was
some of
talking
my
big,
people,
wasn't it?
They was talking big trash.
They gonna get in here and
when
say
I
this
sent,
and say that.
When I sent them what it was going to be about. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody I sent the message to was like, well, we ain't even on the question yet, but when we get on the question, I don't want y'all to be scared to get in the chat room, because y'all was doing all that talking on my text.
All
And I
that
said, get
talking.
in
Where
the chat
y'all at?
room
Get on in that
and
chat room.
let's talk about it then.
As a matter of fact, speaking of talking about it, we're going to talk about it. We have the topic of the day, and we're going to use the last bit of this time, and because hopefully we can get to some type of resolve about it. You know, everybody had their views, and that's cool. The topic of the day is, if your man, husband / long-term boyfriend became impotent, and for y'all who don't know, it just means you can't really, you know, perform as a man. If he became impotent, would you stay or would you leave him?
Okay, but before we do that, let's let all the newcomers know exactly what Spotlight Over City is about. We're not going to always just talk about impotency and stuff like that.
Okay, you're right.
We also spotlight different views. You touched on it a little bit, but we spotlight people, events, everything, the who's who.
The who's not?
Well, the
All
who's
of
not.
that. Who's hot?
Yeah, who's hot and who's not. But we spotlight all of that as well. And then we always go into a relationship topic, because Stan has a book that goes into that. So he comes up with the topics. I just want y'all to know right off the bat, I didn't come up with
So
this
why
topic.
you gotta put it on me like you wasn't with it though?
No,
Like,
I'm just saying the topic is a topic, but what I'm saying is, everybody was texting me like, I can't believe you gonna say, do all of that. And I was like, hey, Stan sent the topic to me.
they thought you was having personal issues.
I guess so. I was like, nah, that don't have nothing to do with me. This Stan put it on Facebook like a week ago.
Okay, I
So,
did.
well,
I
okay.
did. Okay, so let's get to it.
Let's
This
be
is what
clear.
we want to know. If you have this situation, now we're not talking about you just met the dude Tuesday and all that. We know you're not going to stay for that. If you've been in this situation 6 months to a year or longer, and you love this man, and let's say he has an accident, God forbid, diabetes, whatever else could give you that kind of situation. If you loved him when this happened, would you stay, or would you decide, nah, this is too much for me because sex is a big deal and I can't do this? So get in the chat room and let us know. Lyric, what you had to say about it?
It depends on what his paper looking like. I'm just saying. That's
What?
what Lyric said.
Lyric Hawkins?
That's what she said.
We're going to have to reevaluate her.
Why? I'm saying it's really real. It's
Okay,
true.
what does it have to do with pay? Okay, money is what she's saying.
Right.
Paper. Okay, if he's rich, if he's poor, if he's whatever, we talking love. Now you're in a situation, you're in a relationship. If you love this man, I guess it could be based on money. I guess because if he had money, he could still. But that doesn't have anything. He still would have a situation.
Yeah, the
even with the
situation
money.
would still be there, but what I guess what she's saying is the situation would be so hard to deal with if his money was right, because at least you can go shopping or out of town, or you know what I'm saying. It'd be a different situation if he was impotent and then he broke, and then now y'all just sitting each other's face all day every day, and y'all can't really do nothing. Then what?
Okay.
Y'all can't vacation. Y'all can't go to the mall. Y'all can't go to the concert.
But y'all couldn't do that when he.
But at least if y'all was bored, y'all can get together. You know what I'm
you
saying?
can get together. Is different situations that you can do, and you can get this and that and the third.
But that might not be what she want. That might not be what you see what I'm saying.
Now that's what I want y'all to tell me. Now I don't hear nobody talking about that. I need to know your opinion now, because. Don't be shy. I know people think we're going to
Okay,
judge.
now let's say it's like a young girl with an old man. Why do they stay with an issue like that?
Because it's for love. If
it's a young girl with an older man, she there for the money.
Oh, yeah, more than likely she's there for the money.
She there for the money.
But some young girls, like young girls be trying to holler at me all the time.
I like older men, but I'm talking about like 10 years older. But I know what she talking about. Let's say 20, 30 years older, 40 years older. She ain't with him because she love him.
Okay, but
Okay, let's talk about the real situation, because you ain't trying to talk about the real, because now you in your feelings because she brought up some money.
Well, I'm not in my feelings. I'm just saying I don't know where that would have anything to do with him being impotent, because he's gonna be impotent whether he got 200 or 200 million.
But
He's still impotent.
I just told you the difference.
Okay,
if he got some money, then she got other things she can do with her time.
They go a lot of different ways. You got brothers. I know so many brothers where the woman get breast cancer and the brother stay right there.
Exactly. Okay, just say for instance,
fine.
God forbid, say they had to chop off your tatas or something.
But that ain't got nothing to do with nothing now.
What if you a Tata man? Hey, it got everything to do with it, because if you don't have Tatas and I'm a Tata person, I'm in my feelings, because I met you with Tatas. And I'm thinking, what happened to the Tata? That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the Tata. So I'm just saying, you gonna need
that don't have nothing to do with the actual act. You see what I'm saying?
Well, in my opinion, you're wrong, because I use that as a part of my act. I'm just saying that's a part of the act. So now I can't, because it ain't nothing to do with it. So now you looking like my little sister. So like that ain't gonna be
like
cool.
Lauren said, you can buy some boobs.
And you can buy some.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Women doing it all the time.
No,
We're in ATL. You know what it is.
No, I'm talking about where the impotency comes in at. What you gonna buy? The little blue pill? Do that even work when you have?
I don't know.
I don't need a blue
no,
or
for
purple
real.
pill. I'm saying, is it blue or purple? Okay.
I don't have no
whatever
issues,
color
so.
the pill is.
Thank God.
Can that help the situation? I'm wondering.
I don't know enough about it, but the person that I discuss this with, and I'm trying not to go into the personal, but the person that I discuss this with, they called me with this situation, and I didn't get to ask, had they tried this, that, and the third. What I did say is you have to work out more, you have to exercise, and black men especially, we don't take care of ourselves like we should. So I try to be at the gym at least 4 days a week. I try to eat better, this and that. That can curb that situation.
Can it?
It depends on what it's caused from. In this case, it was diabetes.
Okay.
And so, because the gentleman had diabetes, it could be curbed if you do things to change it.
Is it the medication that he's taking that's making him?
I didn't ask. I just know that she was saying that she liked the guy, except he was...
Because you making me think every time I meet somebody who got diabetes, it's a no-go.
I think it's different for each man. I know somebody, rest in peace, when he passed away, but he had diabetes, and his wife kind of was cheating on him and this and that, and he discussed the reason why with me, because he said he was impotent. And so, it's tough because he wasn't always that way as he got older, and they was married when they were young. And so I guess she couldn't deal with the fact that he was not able to perform the way he was when they originally got together, so to speak. So I would think, like, okay, you've been with somebody 2-3 years and they were not impotent.
Right.
And then their health failed them and they became so. I don't think money comes into play because you didn't meet him for that reason. You fell in love with him because of who he was.
Correct.
So my whole thing is, that's when
So
I
what
said
do you
money
expect
shouldn't have
for her?
anything to do with
What do
it.
you expect for her to do for the rest of her life? What if they're going to be together 20 more years? What do you expect for her to do? Is she supposed to cheat? Is she supposed to? What's she supposed to do?
Well, maybe they can discuss doing, involving whatever they need to do to, make it work for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know that some older people say that the older you get, the less you even need sex anyway.
Right. So I mean,
it's not that serious to you at that,
And I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm at the stage now to where it's not as important as it was. I'm not driven by it like when I was a young boy. I was actually driven by sex. I can say that because I graduated a little bit. And so at this point, it is important because I wouldn't want to marry a woman who couldn't perform. but it's not as important to where if we were married for 3-4 years and something happened, God forbid, to her, I'm not going to leave her because she can't do that. Now, she's going to have to talk to me about some other things.
This brings me to a situation that had happened. Had happened. And it was on Steve Harvey, you know, the Strawberry Letter.
Okay.
So, the guy, okay, so it's a couple, okay, and they were married, a young couple, right? Mm-hmm. The mother was always hitting on her daughter's husband. You know, just hitting on him a little bit, you know, and the mother's happily married to her daughter's father.
Okay.
Same, so they was probably married 30, 40 years. Right. Now her daughter's married to this young stallion, okay? The mother is constantly flirting with him. And
because daddy can't perform.
Right. Mm-hmm. So the mother gets in her daughter's ear and is like, you need to get with your husband and tell him that he needs to help the family stay together.
Man, she gangster.
Help the family stay together.
Okay.
So that the family won't break up, but he need to allow him to get with her to keep the family together. Okay?
And did the daughter go for it?
The daughter went for it. Talked him into it. He was so ashamed and everything. He just felt so bad. He got with the mother, okay?
Everybody.
Once, twice, 3 times. First it was like once a month, now twice a month, 3 times a month. Now she constantly wants it. He felt bad, okay? Because he got to be in the father's face. Him and the father's kicking it.
So daddy don't know what's going on.
So I wasn't sure, though. He never said in the letter, did dad know or not? You see what I'm saying? Now, she offers for the daughter to get in the triangle. Okay? So now the daughter's in the triangle.
Shout out to West Virginia. Okay, I'm just saying, it sounds like West Virginia.
Now the daughter is in the triangle, and he really feels funny because, I mean, can you imagine?
No.
So now he's like, what do he do? Because he can't seem to get out of this situation. And the mother's whole thing was to keep the family together. So he was like, he don't want to do that no more. And he felt so bad. So now what?
Well, I think that he should have thought about that because actually keeping the family together, he should have found out if daddy knew about this situation. Because if daddy found out, you're not going to keep the family together. You're going to break up the family real fast. Because if daddy knows...
But what if daddy do know? Then the whole
daddy probably would have been watching
crazy,
or something.
Right?
Daddy would have been doing something in there. He wouldn't have just not been home all the time and let them just carry on in his house.
Well, the mother came over to their house.
Well, it's a bunch of buffoonery. I don't know.
You think it's
He still had a choice in the matter.
They just all crazy to me. That's some crazy stuff.
He didn't have to say yeah.
He didn't have to say yeah, but then once he did it, I guess because he was like, oh my goodness, I'm getting the okay from my wife. I guess he felt like he was gonna go ahead and get his cheat in because his wife told him to do it, but then he kept doing it. He felt bad.
Now, was mama sexy? Like,
I guess she was.
Because some older women can be extremely sexy.
Well, actually, this is what he said in the letter. He said that she showed him some things that he just ain't never experienced before. That was the whole reason why. That was the whole reason why the daughter came in, and she was to learn from the mother. So now she was learning from the mother in the triangle situation.
Now, this is what you call family business, right here. This is family business. In the triangle, she was learning from the mother in the triangle, and then now she's just a beast. The daughter, his wife, is just a beast in the bedroom. So I guess he's like, he don't need that mama no more. Mama done did everything she needed to do, huh?
So,
well, why don't mama talk to daddy and say, well, dad, like, you have this situation. So, like, instead of me cheating on you, let's just introduce somebody that can be okay with, supplementing that situation, so to speak.
What do you mean, somebody? Like
a young man?
But not the son-in-law.
No, because that's gonna break up. That's gonna cause rift eventually
somewhere down the line.
Because what if he sneak off? Because mama done showed him some stuff now.
Right.
So what if he sneak off and want to get down with mama because she done show him some stuff, and she'll really show him some stuff if the daughter ain't around. She probably was showing him the stuff when she wasn't around.
When she wasn't around. Right.
Right. So he may end up leaving the daughter for mama.
Come on now, mama is been married for 30, 40 years, so she ain't going nowhere.
It don't look like she caring too much about that situation, Robin, if she gonna sleep with the son-in-law. But anyway, what y'all think about our new set? We got us a new set, y'all.
I was just thinking about that because it was
Lyric, what you think about it, Lyric? What you think about it, Bo?
Shalonda,
what you think about it?
I know you got something, especially Bo.
Yeah, but what you think about
all these people who text me, and all of them, every last female said, nah, she leaving. It's not going down.
She's probably going to leave or cheat. I mean, that's just my opinion, of course. I don't know, because everybody's different. But 90 to 95, in my opinion, it's a high percentage of women that's not going to stay around long. And if they do, they're going to stay around because he has money, because he does things financially for her, and she's going to get her some young boyfriend that does not have impotent problems and continue with her situation. That's just my opinion. So, like Lyric said, if he has money, then I don't think that she would not, I can't say what she would do, but I think she would stay because of the money, but I don't think that she would still be satisfied, because that's why you mad. Anyway, because he's not satisfying you.
Yeah, but a certain part of her will be able, like I said, now she can do other things and not just sit home and look at him and be looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. I did have one guy, and I'm going to read what he said. Oh, no, he just wanted us to hit on a whole nother situation that sounded very personal. What he wanted to know was, why is it that, he wanted us to touch on this on another day, but we could bring it up now. He wanted to know, why is it that when you're getting back with someone, your ex or something like that, why is it that she has a problem with it because she's so worried about what her friends say?
Well, I think that's a woman problem, period. I don't think that all women had this problem, but for the most part, women, more so than men, worry about others' opinions. Like, I don't think y'all dress for men. Y'all dress for each other. When women walk in the room, they look at each other and see what each other's wearing. She slipping, she not slipping, she cute, she got on this, I like them shoes, I hate that dress. We don't do that. We don't go and evaluate each other and this and that. And that's just not what we do. We're not really concerned with another dude wearing and what he doing and this and that. That's kind of like not my thing.
So you think so? I mean, I don't know what to say to it, because I mean, I don't think I would care about. I actually do have a friend though, right this minute, that's getting ready to go through a divorce. I think she just got separated like maybe a week ago or this week, and she's really going through, because all she keeps saying is, because they just got married 2 years ago, and all she keeps saying is, what is everybody going to think?
That is so sucky to do, because it's just like, this is what I say. Everything that, if me and you would get married, everything that me and you did would be based on me and you, in my opinion. I don't want the outsiders to even know what's in the household. This is me and your business. We're going to get married together, and we will get a divorce together. The family not going to be there. They're going to be there for the wedding, but they not going to be at the divorce proceeding.
Yeah, I understand that,
So,
but they're going to know that y'all divorced. So she's like,
who cares what they
I
know?
don't know, but I mean, she really cares about, I mean, I don't feel like, I don't think that I would care. I really don't
do you
think I would
care about your happiness more than what people think?
I do. I care about my happiness.
Because I would rather be happy and leave your butt than to be staying with you worrying about what somebody thinking and be miserable. Because that's not going to, they not miserable. They with who they want to be with. And if I feel if they was going to leave, they going to leave. And so that's why I think women have that, that kind of aura about them, to where they worry about their girlfriends, their peers, this and that and the third. Man, if we don't want to be with you no more, we're going to leave. We don't care what you or your mama think or nobody. We're going to leave you right there, and you figure it out.
Now, Dawn said that is because many women feel like they have failed when their marriage ends.
And I hear that all the time. My marriage failed. No, you learned a lesson. I don't think you failed. I think that everything that people consider a failure is just a lesson. You learn what not to do. You learn some things you should do better. And sometimes we put each other together for wrong reasons, so it wasn't never really meant to be.
Well, that's true. A lot of times we get together in the beginning for the wrong reason in the whole first place. Now that it's falling apart.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, the God put us together, so we got to stay together. Well, you might already had a wife when I met you. I mean, a husband when I met you. So did God put us together, or did we decide we want to be together?
God ain't put right. Come on, now.
Well, this is the things that happen sometimes, and people say, "Well, I'm going to leave if you're not doing me right. I'm not going to stand there and worry about what your friends and your family going to think and this, that, and the third." But anyway, you
looks
guys.
Looks like Bo said exactly, Stan. He's dead serious
that's
on
my
that.
man right there. See, that's what's up, Bo. See, Bo, I'm gonna bring the real Bo. I need y'all gentlemen to get in there, because the women gonna gang up on me real bad, especially next week when Lyric get here. I'm gonna have to pray real hard before Lyric Hawkins get in this studio, because I know she's gonna work on all of my little nerves I got left. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up in a few, y'all. So if you guys have any questions, any topics you want us to touch on, Get in the chat room and let us know, and we'll be bringing that to you in the next show.
Stay praying now, Stan.
Yeah, I am. Trust me, Lyric. I'm praying, Lyric.
And y'all can also go on our Facebook page, Spotlight Over the City, and y'all can let us know some topics that y'all want us to hit on there as well. Or y'all might know somebody we might need to interview.
That's right. And if you have that person and you feel that they would be good for the show, definitely let us know. We're going to bring, because we want to bring you guys hot topics and also great guests. So just let us know, and we will definitely do that.
It's so glad to be back.
That's what's up, Bo. I appreciate you having my back too, Bo, because you see how Robin, she a little ornery sometimes. You know,
and Lyric already know what's going on with Bo. She said, Bo.
See, that's what I'm saying. Lyric, get her for me, Bo. Handle that business, Bo. Hey, shout out to my homeboy, the super duper producer, Cac, too, man. I ain't forget about you, Cac. I almost, but I remember. This dude produces. This dude raps. This dude has crazy acts under him. Y'all gonna see some of the best acts, to date coming from this guy. And he's out of North Carolina, Charlotte. Shout out to Charlotte. He's doing big things. This is my man, Cac, the super producer, man. So if y'all looking for some hot beats, y'all better get with me, because he got the hottest thing since Drake.
Is that who did our music?
That's who did our music.
Y'all will soon hear
we got
our
some
music
new
next
theme
week.
song. I call it my superhero music. Next week we're gonna have a new theme coming up, and Cac, shout out to him. He is the one who produced it, and so just know he's doing this thing. So
Thanks, Shalonda. Shalonda said, great show.
And hopefully you guys, it's gonna get better and better. We're kind of rusty. We've been out of the
Bo
groove.
is glad we're back
For a minute. I'm glad we back too, Bo. I'm glad to have you in the chat room. Everybody in
Everybody
Dawn.
in chat, even the
We see
ones
you,
that's
Dawn.
looking and not saying nothing. We know you out there.
Yeah, we see y'all too, though. We know you in the chat room. But it's okay, though, because you get a chance to come back next Monday, 9:15 to 10 p.m., and you can try it all over again. Maybe your nerves will be a little better next
I
week.
don't think they have to sign in as they self, though. Can't they use another name?
Yep.
You can type in another name.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If y'all nervous, say you an alias or something, just come on in there. Of course, I ain't gonna know who you really are, but we gonna still shout you out, and you can make your comments, and we gonna comment on you. And we glad to have y'all in, because you guys help make the show. Because then I just had to talk to Robin the whole show. I don't know if that would be too. I mean, you great and everything, but the whole show just me and you talking. Anyway.
It's happened.
We will see you guys next week. If I forgot anybody, forgive me. I'm sorry. Shalonda, we'd love to have you in. Bo, we love to have you in. Lyric, of course, thank you for being aboard.
Shalonda been losing that weight too. You seen?
Man, Shalonda looking super
She
duper out there.
looking
Hey,
good.
Shalonda, what's your trainer? Who's your...
Okay, that's
I need
what
to
we
do
need
something.
to know.
Work on something a little
That's
bit.
what we need to know.
I mean,
At
she
least
got it
on this
right.
show, I'm thinking now that we're back and I done gained some weight, I guess we can all just be on this gravy train together and try to lose weight. Maybe we can put a
Okay, you want
challenge
to start
together or
tomorrow?
something.
Because you could come over and work out with me at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning and knock it out early. You want to start?
I will put together something for everyone.
You see what I'm saying? Now, if I say
For
let's go
everyone.
eat, she'd be like, all right, what time we going to go?
We going
to
to
breakfast. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Shelly.
All right, Shelly.
Girl, get the challenge started. I know that's right.
Yeah, let's get it started, though. We're going to get right. We're
gonna
going to get right for the new year, and we're going to be doing it right. So anyway, you guys, we thank you guys for
Hey,
coming in.
Chantel. She's in there. Okay.
Chantel. That's your friend?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to her, too. Thanks for having
CrossFit
all of you guys in the chat room. We love to have you a part of the show. SpotlightOverTheCity.com is the site, of course. We have Spotlight Over the City Facebook page. Go there, and we're going to kind of continue the show. Not today, but the following shows, we're going to continue the topics on the Facebook page so we can air it all out on Facebook. You want to give some of your plugs and stuff before we go? Your Twitter, your this and that?
Well, the only one that I have is Nabor World Travel, and you can do facebook.com/Nabor World Travel, and I will be glad to go ahead on and do trips for you, groups, couples, whatever.
So Ibiza has been on the subject.
Ibiza has been on the subject.
Yeah, a lot of people been talking about big parties going in Ibiza and this and that and the third. You can give me a cheap discounted rate.
We'll talk about Ibiza. Ain't
I was
nothing
trying to
cheap
get you to
about
say it
Ain't
on the
nothing
air
cheap
so
about
people-
Ibiza. You ain't about to school me. I know what's going on.
All right, well, anyway, you guys, thanks again for tuning in to Spotlight
See y'all
Over the
next
City, you guys. We will
week.
see you guys next week. Same station, www.spotlightoverthecity.com, 9:15 to 10 p.m. Love hard, live good. God first.
See you later.